Shake it like you mean it, baby. Come on and dance with it. Come on. Shake it like you mean it, baby. Come on and dance with it.
Hi you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Luna here, Luna Linday. I'm a burlesque performer also known as the Tap Dancing Tease, and today we have a very exciting video because I'm on a mission to meet my idol, Miss Dita Von Teese, this week at her show in Las Vegas. And because you only get one chance to make a first impression, I decided that I'm going to make something beautiful out of her lingerie to wear to her show. So the first thing I did was I selected this beautiful set from her lingerie brand. Now I'd like to turn this into glamorous evening wear. Let me show you some of the supplies that I've sourced for this project. I ordered most of this before I had even gotten this in the mail, so there have been some evolutions. I'll explain as I go. Okay, so I'll start with this fabric that I actually don't think we're even going to use. I thought this would be beautiful, and it is, but when I saw this in person, I instantly felt like this was too heavy because this is so delicate and light, and this is a heavy fabric, and I didn't like them together. What stuck out to me about this was actually the tan mesh. I don't know, something about the mesh really drew me in. So then I thought I want to make the rest of the outfit in mesh and maybe even make it see-through with maybe this garter belt on the outside here. And then I have this really beautiful, kind of almost a dark hunter green, which so this is too dark. But if you look at just the shapes of the appliques, I think these could be really beautiful on the tan skirt. So I might try to cut these out and strategically place them over my lady bits. And then, as part of this peacock project, I have these two beautiful peacocks here, which I'd like to use them strategically to cover my nip here, but instead of being opposite of each other, they are the same peacock twice, so I can't easily do that, so I may have to cut the feathers off, flip them around, like it may be a little more makeshift on one side, but the idea is that they become the sleeves. And so then we'll do like a long skirt with this. Also, this really intense barrette. By the way, I have this funny hairstyle because I did like a milkmaid little Swedish number today in a brunch show. Now the only thing is it's Sunday night and I'm leaving for this trip on Tuesday. So the timeline of this project is going to be very Project Runway. But you guys know it'll turn out great because it always does. Unglamorous update for you is that today is Monday and I'm leaving in less than 24 hours and I do not have evening wear yet to meet Dita in. So tonight, Monday night, we're gonna make some magic happen. You guys, today is the day we're going to Las Vegas. It's 11 a.m. I'm leaving at 5 p.m. And the vibe today is there is so much to accomplish, but we will accomplish it today. I will keep repeating that mantra throughout today. Oh, by the way, I got this new swimsuit for Vegas. Can you imagine me poolside in it? So today I need to finish the evening wear for Dita, and last night while I was making it, it occurred to me that I've never made evening wear, but it's going great. And my plan is to finish all of the sewing here. I do think there's gonna be a rhinestoning component that I'll have to do in Vegas, but that's fine, as long as I can finish all the sewing today. This is where the skirt is at. It's coming along beautifully. I have stitched the appliques to the tan mesh. There's tan elastic in there as a waistband. This garter belt needs to be sewed onto it, and yes, I'm aware they're not the exact same color, but my plan is to tie them together using rhinestones. So I'm going to use like a darker rhinestone on this lighter blue to tie it all together. And if you think of a peacock, you think of many colors, multicolors, so we're leaning into that. And then I need to do the peacock bra. So I need to finish this outfit, finish my costume for the Burlesque Festival this weekend. I need to pack, and I need to go pick up some postcards. So there's quite a lot to accomplish, but again, the mantra is that we will accomplish it all. Okay, you guys, check out how it's coming along so far. The skirt is almost finished being sewn, except for that I want to put this ribbon right here. I think it would be a beautiful pop of color. I've pinned the one peacock here, cut the body off. Now I can flip these around. So now I'm gonna try to make these sleeves. Maybe I have teal gloves? Wow, you guys. What can I do with these? Okay, I don't like as is. This is far too basic for Dita. But what can I make out of this? Let me think about this. Very hard to pin this on myself. Also, because we reversed the peacock, the angle of the feathers are not the same. I'm definitely trying to cheat it, but you can only cheat it so much. I'm just stabbing myself so hardcore as I make this. Okay, so they're pretty symmetrical. I just think I'll cut this bottom here. Hello, you guys from Las Vegas. It's been a rough trip so far. I got in Tuesday night and Wednesday morning around 6 a.m. I woke up with food poisoning. So while my plan was to yesterday finish this entire project Dita, I did not even leave the hotel room. But this morning there was no choice. I rallied, I set up the station, I have rhinestones like 90% of the outfit. And the last part of this project that I thought was just going to have to be overlooked was the present for Dita. And we're gonna try to turn something out. If it's anything less than beautiful, I can't give it to her, but I think I can make something happen here. It's now 5:30 and I decided to add to the project. I rhinestoned this peacock feather on this glove, and now I'm about to do the other one, but in a different spot. So I've stuffed it with a towel here. Welcome to the end of the video, you guys. It's been a few weeks since the trip and I've had some time to reflect on the encounter. But first I just have to say how elegant and beautiful and entertaining her show was. This was the third time I've seen her live, and every time I think I have taken in every detail, and every time I'm confronted by a million new details. I was just grinning ear to ear the entire show, and I had a really great seat, velvet cushion chair, and I felt like Dita and I locked eyes many times during the show, but I know when I'm on stage I can't really see people's eyes. But I like to pretend that she could see me. There was one moment, unfortunately, I was still back near the bar when her dominatrix number was on stage, which is of course my favorite. And so I was like dead center at the back of the room. I just felt like it was her and I as she walked down that runway. So the show was epic. I ordered a cocktail from the bar and it came in a glass that looked identical to the one that she uses for her act on stage. And so while I was sipping this Glambition, the curtain opened and there she was, and I had this glass in front of me and there she was was in the big glass, and it was sheer perfection. Anyways, a lot of the Dita staff complimented my dress, so that was really nice, and even Dirty Martini stopped to introduce herself and say hi to me while I was waiting to go backstage. And then I got to go to the meet and greet, and it just happened so fast. Obviously, it was a really big moment, and it meant a lot to me, and I had the intention going into it of not being too much, because I definitely can be a bit much. And when it comes to Dita, I certainly have a lot of adoration and love for her. So I was trying not to overwhelm her, but in hindsight, I then left the encounter wondering if maybe I had not said enough. But a highlight was she did recognize her lingerie, of course, right away, and seemed to like the dress. I think she liked the gift I made her. I know it wasn't perfect. I know if I'd had more time, I could have made her something more beautiful, but I just wanted to give her something. Hopefully just the sentiment of making the lingerie touched her in some way. That's all I can hope for. Anyway, she autographed this photograph for me. My other takeaways from the encounter was the word regal comes to mind. I mean, Dita's tagline is the Queen of Burlesque, and she really embodies that. Imposture. I felt like she was a little bit hard to read, but I'm sure I was a lot of excited energy coming at her. Oh, you guys, the worst part, I didn't even tell you, the worst part of all of this was that I forgot the thong. The thong did not make it in my suitcase, and the whole point of the design of having a slit down the middle and having see-through tan mesh was that you could see the undies. So here I was, rushing to finish everything that day, rushing to get ready. I didn't even have time to do my hair. I just had to wear a ponytail, and then I was finishing sewing her gift bag in the casino. I didn't want to be in the theater sewing it, so we sat there at the slot machine, needle and thread. I had brought it with me. Of course, the whole plan was to peekaboo the thong to Dita. I think she would have loved that, and that would have made it an even more memorable first impression. But alas, I did not have the thong, and I had to wear a nude G-string with the outfit. So that was a tough one to swallow. But anyways, if you're wondering why I've been so excited to meet her and why she's so important to me, she's been mentoring me from afar, though she doesn't know it, for the last several months now. I've been consuming so much media from her in an attempt to learn as much as I can about her path, because she really paved the way for all of us up-and-coming burlesque artists. For me personally, discovering burlesque was undeniably life-changing, and I've had a huge shift in my life since I've discovered it. So I hope this story is just the first of many when it comes to Miss Dita. It is my #1 goal of 2025 to work with Dita, to be in a show with her, so I'm working very hard to make that happen. Which brings us to this hot number right here. This is my latest Dita Von Teese lingerie, and I have plans to turn this into my next burlesque costume. And it's a very special act. I'm not going to say anything more about it other than yeehaw. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at LunaLynday. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel to stay up to date on all my burlesque adventures, because I have so many exciting things coming up and in the works. This act included. I guess I will tell you one more spoiler about it, is that I'm writing original music for it. And if anyone knows Dita or can get a word to her, please tell her to watch my audition video, but also that I can come up with any act under the sun for her. Like that, I made 19 burlesque acts last year while producing 4 shows. And also I've had a series of hot, attractive, dark-haired mentors in my life, of which I think Dita is the next. Anyways, lots of love to Dita. Go see her show in Las Vegas at the Voltaire. And of course, shop her lingerie brand, Dita Von Teese lingerie, because it's absolutely beautiful. Look at this. I mean, is this not absolutely stunning or what? I even just wore it to dance class tonight.